Ladies and gentlemen, your host for tonight's show.
Greetings and welcome to another episode of Get Real with Mike Atencio, where we take a deep dive into the world of conspiracy theories and separate fact from fiction. Today, we will be tackling three theories that have gained a lot of attention in recent years. So, without further ado, let's get real. First up, we have the theory that the Earth is flat and surrounded by an ice wall. Now, this theory is as old as time itself, with ancient civilizations believing that the Earth was flat. However, with the advent of modern science, we now know that the Earth is round, yet some people still believe that the Earth is flat and surrounded by a massive ice wall. I mean, seriously, if the Earth were flat, wouldn't we be able to see the ice wall from space? Also, if the Earth were flat, wouldn't everything fall off the edge? And if there were an ice wall surrounding the Earth, wouldn't somebody have found it by now? How the hell do these people think aircraft fly around the world? Wouldn't they crash into the ice wall? And if the Earth were flat, Sarah Palin would be able to see Russia from her house. The curvature of the Earth prevents that. The absurdity of this theory is just mind-boggling. The evidence overwhelmingly supports a round Earth, and to deny it is just plain ignorance. So let's all agree to leave this theory in the toilet of history where it belongs. Next up, we have the theory that the moon landing was faked by NASA. Now, this theory has gained a lot of traction in recent years, with many people claiming that the iconic images of Neil Armstrong walking on the moon were staged. I mean, come on, people. Do you really think that NASA would go through the trouble of staging a moon landing and then never admit it? And what about all the scientists, engineers, and astronauts involved in the Apollo program? Do you really think they would all be able to keep such a massive secret for decades? The evidence supporting the moon landing is overwhelming, and to deny it is just plain ridiculous. We have photographs, video footage, and even physical evidence such as moon rocks that prove that the moon landing was real. And if anyone at NASA faked it, the whole world would have been told by someone inside. Remember when someone leaked information about $250 hammers? NASA engineers couldn't get raises because the moon program cost so much money. Do you really think the employees wouldn't speak up about wasting billions of dollars on a faked moon landing? So let's put this theory to bed and focus on more pressing matters. Lastly, we have the theory that reptilian shapeshifters secretly rule the world. Now, this theory is just plain wacky. I mean, do people really believe that there are shape-shifting reptilians living among us and controlling the world? I have to admit, this theory is a little more fun than the other two. I mean, who doesn't love a good conspiracy theory involving shape-shifting reptiles? I guess someone thought our lizard brains came from semi-viscous changelings. I have to admit, I nearly pissed myself laughing about this one. But let's be real here, there is absolutely no evidence to support this theory. Maybe it was a bad acid trip or something. It's easy to see why people might be drawn to this theory, though. It allows them to blame their problems on a shadowy group of lizard people instead of taking responsibility for their own lives. But let's face it, the world is a complex place, and there are no easy answers. Why not blame oozing gelatanous aliens for everything going wrong? And Donald Trump is the aliens' leader. You know, now that I'm thinking about it, that would explain a lot of his bizarre behavior and the devouring of all that fast food. You can't get Wendy's a few million light years away. In conclusion, these three conspiracy theories are just that, theories. There is absolutely no evidence to support them, and they are, quite frankly, absurd. We need to focus on real issues and stop getting caught up in these wild and baseless conspiracy theories. It's easy to get drawn in by the allure of a good conspiracy theory, but we need to be careful. These theories can be dangerous, leading people down a path of paranoia and mistrust. We need to rely on facts and evidence, not wild speculation. So, let's get real, folks. Let's focus on what's important and leave these conspiracy theories in the dustbin of history where they belong. Before I go, can I ask a small favor from you? Please like and subscribe so I can monetize my YouTube channel. I'm trying to create a side hustle to help augment my Social Security retirement, which really isn't enough to live on. So please take a couple of seconds and tap those buttons for me. Thank you for joining me on Get Real with Mike Atencio. and I'll see you next time.